Hi, I'm the Nomad producer with startproducingmusic.com. It's the end of 2020 and it's time to show some respect to this one plugin that blew me away this year.
Holy infinity all around us like heaven, 24/7 of questions, 0.05% answers, holy moly and my soda.
So from the moment I've heard this plugin, I could not stop using it in every session of mine, both in mixing and production. And this plugin is Sketch Cassette by Aberrant DSP. It was obvious to me that the guys behind it are obviously musicians, and when I looked them up, I saw that these are actually two dudes from the East Coast and they make beautiful music. It was really cool to see that music makers build musical tools, and it really comes across in this plugin. Before I'll show you how to use it, I'll just show you a few examples of what this thing can do in both extreme and mild forms, and then we'll dive deeper.
Holy infinity all around us like heaven, 24/7 of questions, 0.05% answers. Holy infinity all around us like heaven, 24/7 of questions, 0.05% answers. Holy
So as you can see, this plugin offers everything from tape degradation or saturation and mild tone shaping to really extreme and creative stylizing and really unique uses. So the way this plugin is laid out is that you have 3 different types for each tape formula, and it's from the darkest to the brightest in both the types and the tape kinds. Here below you have the tape age. The newer it is, the more high frequency it has, and then you can gradually wear it out and have this high frequency roll off. Here you have an input and output control. You can drive the input to have more saturation, and here below you have 2 forms of saturation, A and B. You have a hiss knob. Here you have the option to add dropouts, which in its extreme form, here, let's give this a listen. So this brings you another kind of side effect of cassettes that you can use creatively. Here you have your wow and flutter controls. These create variations in your pitch and are another cool side effect that Aberrant DSP gave us to play around with. You can decide on the depth, how much wow and flutter you have, and the rate in which it appears. So let's give this a listen just to understand what it is. So wow is just slower than flutter. You can see Aberrant DSP gave us the option to play around from 0.02 Hertz up till 5, and the flutter starts at 5 Hertz. So it's the same concept, but just in different speeds. And here you can decide on the LFO's shape. So you can have a sine wave, saw up, saw down, and random. You have the option to tempo sync, and then you have the offset knobs, different ones for the wow and flutter, which control in which start of the waveform the LFO starts. So I can have the LFO start here or here or here, which is another cool feature. Then we have the flanging knob. And a compressor, which is a very bright and violent compressor. Let's see what this can do to our drums. Very aggressive tones. It's really cool and unique, and can sometimes suit something perfectly and sometimes be completely useless. Finally, the biggest upgrade from Sketch Cassette 1 is this mix section, in which you can blend the effect of both the tape and the compressor separately. And to be honest, if they would add only this to the Sketch Cassette 1, it would be perfect, but they added so many more features. If we're already talking about Aberrant DSP, I'd love to note that if there wasn't the Sketch Cassette, my number one plugin would be their compressor, the shapeshifter, which is unbelievable. It also has this beautiful interface. This can take your sound from just dull and flat It's incredible. Again, this is a very extreme use of it, but I just wanted to introduce it. I highly recommend going to their website and buying their plugins. They are really cheap. You can buy both these plugins for 40 bucks nowadays. It's worth every penny. Can't recommend this enough. Looking forward to see what they have up their sleeve in 2021. Subscribe if you want to see more cool content, and share in the comments what your favorite plugin of 2020 was. I hope this was useful for you, and I'll see you soon.